Welcome to Legion Post 626 Field here in Birdsboro. I'm here with sophomore lefty pitcher Greyson Bell, who's done a lot of great things with the Blazers and abroad even. So we're going to have a talk with Greyson about his baseball career and some things that you should be looking forward to with this pitcher the Southpaw that's just been doing some great things, ranked very highly. So we're going to get into all of that today. So Greyson, let's just start. Let's talk about the love of the game. Why baseball?
I mean, I was a wrestler for a while. I was wrestling since kindergarten. That's what I thought I was going to do in college. And then I played t-ball, didn't enjoy it that much. I was the kid who was putting the dirt in my hat, putting it on. Like, I thought it was boring. My friend's dad asked me to play Little League when I was 8, told him no. He asked me again when I was 9, then I said yes. And I wasn't very good to start out, but that's kind of where the love for the game started. I loved it from the time I was 9 until now, and that love has just grown so much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the dedication you've put into the sport is pretty immense. It's not something that most people can do, even with just a normal passion. This is more than, what most people would be doing as a high school underclassman. So what was the click in your head that said, hey, I want to be the best I can be, want to be one of the best in the nation for my class?
Well, I mean, the love for the game definitely got me interested in getting, as good as I can. And I went to a few lessons when I was younger. I was told I had a lot of potential, and I'm trying my best not to waste that. And I'm trying to really get to where I want to go, because I really want to play this game for as long as I can.
Absolutely. And we'll talk a little bit more later about, where you want to end up, some of your goals, short, intermediate, long term, some of that stuff. So pitching though. Pitching is, such a craft. It's, incredible, but it's hard. It's definitely hard. Talk about what goes into being a pitcher and, what are the rewards of it for you?
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff that goes into being a pitcher, obviously you have to be strong, you have to be mobile, you have to kind of have like the smarts of the game to know what pitches to throw, what location, when. You have to know about base runners, how to hold them on. Like, there's so much that goes into it, and I love learning about all of that stuff, and I just love it being out there.
Mm-hmm. Talk about your arsenal. What do you throw, and what do you top out velocity-wise?
All right, I have a four-seam fastball that's up to 94 miles an hour, and then I have a sinker that's like 92, 93. I have a slider, I have a curveball, and I have a changeup.
Hey, that's a wicked arsenal. And during your time so far, how have you been able to mix your pitches and effectively, work the count, get guys out?
I mean, I have the pitches that I know I can go to, like 2-0, I need a strike. I have the pitches that I know I can throw for a strike when I need it. I can read batters, I know what to throw, when. So kind of just learning about all of that stuff and just learning about what to throw when has really helped me.
Mm-hmm. All right, if you had to compare yourself to one MLB pitcher, present or former, who would it be?
Cole Hamels.
Cole Hamels.
I've been told that I look a lot like him when I pitch. I watch video of him to this day. I'm still trying to, picks out some of the stuff that he does and kind of his thought process on stuff. And that's the guy I learned from the most.
Do you usually watch some of those guys, just like highlights or like full games or whatever, just to, look at their mechanics and how they're effective? They're so effective at what they do.
Yes, I look at Cole Hamels a lot, and then I'll also look at guys like Yamamoto. I mean, I know he's a righty, but I mean, you saw him last night. He was like jotting down stuff in a journal in between innings. Like, that stuff, I'm trying to learn about all of that stuff, and I'm trying to see how the things that they do make them successful and what I can add to what I'm doing to help me get to where they are.
Let's talk a little bit more about Yamamoto. I mean, that was an incredible performance last night. Nine, not shutout innings, but a complete game performance in a World Series. How incredible is that?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, and that's fun to watch, especially from a guy who's second year starter in the MLB. 1-1 series right now, Toronto and LA. Who do you have winning?
Toronto in 6.
Okay.
Toronto in 6.
You think they can win that many games in LA?
I think so.
Okay.
I think they're gonna win both in LA, and then they're gonna come back and they're gonna win it in Toronto.
Okay. All right. We'll have to see how that plays out. Phillies fan, right?
Yes.
what have you thought about them the past couple of years?
I mean, I think their starting rotation just continues to get better and better. They're starting to figure it out with the gloves a little bit more. I think once we can get our bullpen straightened out, we'll be just fine. Just fine.
You think the window's still open maybe for a championship?
I think so. I definitely think so. If we can sign the right guys this offseason, I think it's coming soon.
All right, you're on the mound in that situation in Game 4. Where are you throwing that ball?
Which ball? Oh, the
grounder back to the mound.
First.
Throwing it to first.
Yeah, first.
Yeah, I think that's such a play that everyone that has played, even myself included. Yeah. I haven't played in a long time, but I think everyone knows like you got to throw the first there. But
yeah,
do you think that like that just shows like how much of a mental game pitching is?
It 100% is, and I mean like Kirkering knew what was on the line. He knew that he just needed to get an out. He bobbled the ball. He saw him running, and he didn't know he had enough time. Like he just got caught in his head a little bit, and game happens. That's part of the game.
Yeah. I mean, how have you grown mentally as a pitcher, and how are you able to deal with, maybe a team putting up a run here, maybe taking the loss here?
Yeah, so I've worked. That's something I've been working on since March of this year. I'm working with. She's a soccer coach here, and she's my sports psychologist. Like, I'm meeting with her every week to every other week, and we're going through stuff exactly like that. And this year has been the most growth for me mentally that I've ever had, because I was playing varsity as a 14-year-old. Like I was playing against 18-year-olds, and then I go to the national level and I'm pitching against some of the best 16-year-olds in the country as a fresh 15-year-old. So I knew I needed that help mentally, and that's what I got. And ever since then, I mean, we've done some amazing stuff, like just talking about the mental side of the game.
All right, at Daniel Boone, talk about some of the resources you have in addition to maybe, a psychologist that's able to help you. Maybe the coaches, the trainers, what does Daniel Boone have to offer for you?
Daniel Boone has a lot to offer for me, I'm working on a hybrid school program, so I can choose the classes that I come into school for, and I can do the rest online. So that helps me, get the training that I need in outside of the school, and just overall help me get more sleep and everything that I need on that side of it. And then for baseball, we just brought in a new staff, and so far I think they're doing amazing. So there's a lot to offer here for me, and I'm excited to see, if that can continue to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll circle back around to the coaching. We were talking about the changes that we have for this upcoming season, as well as some of the Berks County teams and players that you'll be looking out for elsewhere this season. But I do want to circle back to the hybrid structure of your schooling. How long have you been doing that? And you talked about the benefit, but where did that come from?
So I started to do online in the second half of 7th grade, and then I did it 8th grade, and then when I hit high school, that's when I started to take two classes in person, and then I take the rest online. And because I knew that I needed help with math, and I knew I needed help learning Spanish. So those are the classes that I'm taking in person, and then I can come in. So I come in every other day for 3 hours. So it's a better schedule than being in there for 7 hours every day.
Absolutely.
And I still get everything I need to get done. So I think it's great.
That's awesome to hear. And now, have you been in the area for your whole life, or?
I came here in the second half of 6th grade.
Okay. And since you've come here for the past couple of years, talk about the community, how they've embraced you and how they've supported you.
There's definitely been a lot of support. I see stuff all the time, whether it's Daniel Boone posting it or, other people just talking about the stuff that I've done. And it's amazing to know that I have the community kind of behind me as a support system.
There have been a lot of really great athletes to come out of Daniel Boone. You have, Chris Giano, an Olympic swimmer. You have Tucker Hogan a couple of years ago, won, I believe, the state championship in wrestling. And you have Chase Yenzer this year. We'll talk about him more. Do you want to be the next great Daniel Boone athlete?
100%, yes.
100%. Now let's talk about Chase. He's also one of your teammates.
Yes.
What have you seen from him this golf season, and have you been in touch with him?
I've been in touch with him a lot. Looks like he's been doing a lot of great things, but I kind of know him more for the baseball side, where he's just such an amazing leader.
Yeah.
I mean, he's out there as shortstop. He's our leader of the team, and he helps the team kind of stay where they need to be.
Awesome, and he's one of the seniors on this upcoming
Yes.
Daniel Boone team. So, how instrumental do you think they will be, that senior class, to this team's success this upcoming season?
I think that because we're going to be a bit of a younger team, I think we're going to need to really lean on the seniors and the leaders of this team to kind of show the 28s, show the 29s like really what to do, because this will be the first time for them playing high school, and for some of them first time playing varsity. So I think we're really going to need to lean on the class of 26 to guide the younger kids.
Now, you were coming in last year as a freshman.
Yep.
Made 7 appearances. Were you happy with your freshman year, and what was it like being a freshman in this spot?
It was crazy. It was definitely crazy. I didn't necessarily have the year I wanted, but I started off kind of slow, and then I think I got better as the year went on. So I think that next year I'll come out and I'll kind of be where I want to be.
I did want to make mention, we have some great pitchers in the Berks County area. One of them, he had his foot out the door when you had yours coming in. That is Ethan Grimm. Did you ever get to talk with Ethan and, what he has brought to the table at Governor Mifflin, and how you can bring a similar impact to Daniel Boone?
I haven't talked to him at all, but I was talking with Bryce Detweiler a little bit.
Yep.
So I know they're teammates, or they were teammates now. Bryce is at UConn. Ethan Grimm's at Virginia Tech. But I talk with Bryce a lot, and his work ethic is insane. I mean, and I'm sure Ethan's is the same way. I might try to reach out to him, see kind of like the thoughts that he had when he was in my position, because that'd be something I'd be interested in now.
Yeah, absolutely. This upcoming season, what teams do you think in the Berks County area will be some of the ones to look out for in addition to Daniel Boone?
I think Twin Valley.
Okay.
I think that Ben Vaughn, Nate Lord, I think they'll lead that team. JK for Brandon Weller in Exeter. They'll be a combo to look out for, and then Jack Gable, Ben Culp, and Wilson. I think they'll be the teams to really look out for.
Absolutely. Now, talk about the coaching changes coming to Daniel Boone, how they have already come in to make an impact, and what do you expect from them this upcoming season?
Yeah, and I mean, practices they've been good. They've been hardcore but amazing, and our team is already starting to gel together, and I think we're going to be good.
All right, I wanted to do a special segment. I want to blind rank MLB pitchers all time.
Okay,
So,
all time. Okay.
I'll give you a couple. You just got to, put them in order. Don't know what's coming next.
Okay.
We'll start first off, Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw. Let's go 3.
Okay. Clayton Kershaw, 3. Bob Gibson.
Ooh, 4.
Okay. Pedro Martinez.
2.
Roy Halladay.
I can't put him 1, but I also don't want to put him 5. So we'll put him 5.
Okay. And your number 1 would be Nolan Ryan.
Okay. Yeah, that checks
You happy
out.
with that?
That checks out.
All right. That's a good list. It's a
That's
good list. Class of 28, you've been ranked first for Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And you've been as high as 2nd nationally by Prep Baseball Report.
Yep.
That was last month in September.
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
I mean, it shows that all of the hard work that I've done has paid off, but I still know that I need to put in just as much work, if not more, to kind of stay there and maybe even take that number 1 spot.
Mm-hmm. U15 national team representing Team USA. I mean, first of all, how awesome is it to just wear the stars and stripes for your own country?
It was amazing. Great experience. I got chills every time. We scored a run and our fans are chanting USA. Chills every time. I mean, it was so fun. That I loved that team, loved our coaches, loved everything about it. It was amazing.
What'd you learn from the people you got to share that time with?
I learned that the little stuff in baseball, like being able to get a bunt down, or just supporting your teammates, or knowing hit and run situation, where to put the ball and how to get it there, just the little stuff in baseball is what wins games nationally and even internationally.
Yeah.
Like when you watch the MLB playoffs, there's more bunts than ever.
Oh yeah.
And they're the biggest games of the year. So being able to execute in the little spots helps your team so much.
Against Costa Rica, you go 4 innings, no runs, no hits, 2 walks, and 8 Ks. This was in the Pan American tournament in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. What kind of an experience was that for you?
It was, I mean, just perfect. I mean, I knew the day of I was starting, so I was doing everything that I usually do, like mobility, getting a quick lift in, like just I was going through my routine, trying not to think about it too much, but in the back of my mind I knew, what it meant to be able to pitch for my country, and I just knew I had to execute, and I did that.
What's the selection process like for the team? Because there are so many players across the nation.
Yeah.
Yet you were one of them, and that's awesome.
Yeah, so it starts out a national team identification series, where you go to a regional tryout. So for Northeast, it's at Big Show.
Okay.
And then there's a few. There's one at Big Show. There's one in New York. And then they'll pick teams. They'll pick Northeast Stars and Stripes, and then Southeast Stars and Stripes, South Stars and Stripes, Southwest, Northwest, and Midwest.
Okay.
And they'll do Stars and Stripes for all of those. They'll put them all in a tournament in Cary, North Carolina, and there will be scouts there for USA evaluating. Then there's also team championships, so it's USA baseball tournaments, where you can go with your team, and there'll be scouts there to identify you. Then there's an athlete development program, which is 50 kids. So they take 50 kids, and they bring them back to North Carolina for another evaluation process. Then there is a training camp, and then from there they pick the team.
So I'm hearing you've been around
Yes.
the U.S. a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be a lot of travel.
The selection process takes about 2 years.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming your parents have been pretty instrumental in helping you throughout that process
100%.
and taking you places.
100%. Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, what has their impact been on your baseball career, just as a whole?
Yeah, and I mean, they've been great about researching where I need to be and what I need to be doing. Now I have my advisors at Wasserman who are kind of telling us that and guiding us. But I mean, it's all on my parents to get me to where I need to be and to pay for the stuff that they're paying for. It's been amazing. They helped me so much, and obviously without them, I wouldn't have any of this.
I do want to ask one question. Looking at your rankings, what's the difference between PBR and Perfect Game, and how they evaluate, how they rank?
So from what I've seen is that PBR does a lot of projections where they'll rank based off of where they think kids are going to be, where Perfect Game does more like the kids are here right now. So that's kind of the difference I've seen. They're both amazing. They both do great work, but that's kind of the difference that I've seen is it seems like PBR is more projections and Perfect Game is more a snapshot of where you are at the time.
Got it. Travel ball teams, you play for SBA Bolts National, 3 up, 3 down. How important are they for your development?
Yeah, and 3 up, 3 down, they're local to West Reading. I've been with them since I was 9 years old. Rich and Clint, they've been just amazing. They've showed me so much and helped me out with everything. That's where I really started to become the baseball player that I am. And then SBA Bolts, I started with them in 12U, and I've been with them ever since. And they've been the team that I've been with through all of the national stuff.
Obviously, you have scouts, as we're talking about, with Team USA, with PBR, with Perfect Game, all that stuff. When it comes to college and MLB scouts, how important are some of these events, these showcases, to getting traction to get to the next stage?
It's super important. I mean, if you're not getting to the places where these scouts are, they're not going to see you. So I was part of the area code games in California where there were scouts from all 30 MLB teams and a bunch of high-level D1s. And then I was also I was playing 16U this year as a 14U player, and 16U is where most of the college scouts are. So I was getting seen there and then at area codes. So everything that I did this year was very important for getting recognition from scouts.
Yeah, absolutely. Is the hope to go to college and play a couple years, or would it be nice for you just to be straight drafted out of high school?
The goal is to get drafted out of high school, but
Okay.
I know I have a backup plan because life happens. And
Absolutely.
I mean, not everything's perfect, not everything goes how you want it to go. So I have backup plans for everything, but the goal is to go straight out of high school.
What are some of the conversations you've had with college scouts right now?
We can't have conversations until August 1st.
Okay, okay.
After my sophomore year. So next August, I'll be able to be talking to them.
Okay, I wasn't sure exactly how that
Yeah.
process worked with NCAA, because I know it kind of varies for different sports. Because
Yeah.
I know football, don't they like some like 29s or 28s already like have offers and commits?
Yeah, one of my friends, he's from Tennessee. He has like 16 football offers.
Wow.
And it's insane. It's like Vanderbilt, like Oregon, like they're huge schools, and he's a class of 28.
Oh, Vandy football. What have
Yeah.
you thought of them this year?
They are outperforming, I think, what everyone expected.
Oh, absolutely.
What everyone
I mean,
expected.
I saw this thing on Instagram. It was the like bottom half of the college football playoff bracket, the projections that they have. It's like Georgia Tech playing Vandy, winner plays Indiana. That's crazy to see.
That is
kind of
insane.
landscape.
Oh yeah.
Do you prefer NFL or college?
I think college.
Okay.
I think college football.
I think it's fun because I think that the best college games easily beat the best NFL games.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a prediction for national champion?
I think Ohio State's looking
You
really
think
good
so?
right now. I
Back to
hate to
back.
say it as a Penn State fan, but we haven't had the best year. I think Ohio State's gonna win it.
Yeah, that's it's disappointing to see where Penn State's ended up, especially because there's been a lot of local talent there.
Yeah.
To see them, a season where they might be national champions, to just kind of spin out of control, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, 100%.
You an Eagles fan?
Yes,
Okay.
all Philly.
What do you think about the season?
I think we started off really hot, and then kind of went down a little bit. Jalen Hurts figured out how to throw the football, so I think we're back. I don't know what the score is right now, but hopefully we can shut down Jackson Dart.
I will say I'm a Rams fan, so the game was painful. But I know you guys are
Yeah.
good. I know you guys are very good. Something I've done on prior podcasts that I haven't done in a little bit because I haven't really sat down on a one-on-one like this in a while. Rapid fire questions.
Okay.
I have 4 of them for you. Answer as quick as you can. Wawa or Sheets?
Wawa.
Best type of potato?
Fry.
Fries? Okay. Who makes the best fry?
Oh my! Oh, you can't put me on. Wendy's.
Okay. Cleanest jersey in the MLB?
Padre City Connect.
Okay. Best beach on the East Coast?
Oh, West Palm.
West Palm. Okay. You go down there for tournaments pretty often?
Yeah, I've been there I think 4 times.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever played at an MLB stadium?
I've played for Select Fest. It was at a pro stadium, but it wasn't. It was
Okay.
Red Sox.
Got it.
It was Red Sox AAA.
That's Pawtucket?
Or wait, it was spring training. So
Okay.
it was JetBlue Park.
Oh, that's a sick one.
It's an exact replica.
Exactly.
Of yeah.
Fenway, yeah.
Fenway.
Whenever I see spring training highlights for the Red Sox, I'm like, whoa, that's a sick stadium.
Yeah.
So that must be cool to pitch in.
It was.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I wanted to segue into talking a little bit about baseball culturally. What do you think of the game state right now? Are you happy with it going forward?
I think so. Yes. I mean, I liked the game a little bit more when it was I think it was more offensive before, and now it's just pitching is taking over. I mean, it's nice to see as a pitcher, but the game is definitely more interesting when people are hitting the ball.
That's interesting to hear. You'd rather have a higher offense environment, even though you're on the mound?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it makes the game more fun to watch.
Okay.
But then when I'm playing, I don't really want to have home runs hit off me. So.
Have you ever had a homer hit off you?
Not since I was 13.
Not since you were 13.
So
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
What's like the emotions going through your head when someone is rounding the bases?
I mean, it kind of depends on what happened, because if you throw a bad pitch and it kind of stays with you a little bit longer, because you know, like, that pitch shouldn't have been there, or I should have thrown this pitch, and you know he kind of beat you when you weren't at your best. So it's a little bit easier when you think like he just got to it, that was a good pitch, versus I shouldn't have thrown that, or that was a bad spot, because you know that it shouldn't have happened. But when it's a good pitch, all you can do is really tip your cap and move on.
Pitchers, you know, it's a high stress environment, not only mentally, but on your arm.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of injuries in the past couple of years, a lot of guys needing Tommy John. What's your game plan to try and avoid a situation like that?
Yeah, I'm using a lot of the new technology. So I'm using a Mark Pro. I'm using the armcare.com sensor. I have a Driveline pulse thing that I just got that measures workload. So I have all of the resources, like technology-wise, that I need, and then it's just a matter of, you know, not throwing when I'm hurt, taking my arm care seriously, just knowing I'm off. I threw 60 pitches 2 days ago. I'm not throwing today, and like, kind of sticking to a plan that you know is going to keep you safe. So that's kind of where I'm at.
How often are you throwing, even during the off season?
So during the off season, after my last event, I'll take 2 weeks, not throw at all. Just completely rest my arm. Then I'll start throwing football. So I'll throw football a few times a week. Then I'll start throwing a baseball again. Then I'll meet with my pitching coach kind of mid-November. We'll be off of mound by January, be ready to pitch in a game by March 1st.
Okay.
So it's a super long and super careful ramp-up process. But right now I'm throwing 3 days a week, 4 days a week.
Okay.
And it's light throwing. It's not like trying to throw hard.
So you don't foresee yourself in any like competitions in any tournaments for the next couple of months?
Not until high school.
Okay.
High school will be my first time facing a batter.
Okay. I mean, when you're facing batters at a high school level versus a national level, it must be different, because high school you're facing guys that may be older than you, but not, you know, as, you know, highly regarded, highly talented. But, you know, nationally you're facing guys of your age, which is nice, but they're some of the best in the nation.
Yeah. So it's definitely, it's different, but I know I need to think about it the same way, because if I kind of, oh, it's just local competition, oh, it's just high school, and I start to think about it like that, and it's not like, well, these kids aren't the best in the nation, and I start to think about it like that, that's when I'll kind of not execute how I want to, and I'll start messing up. Then they'll start putting the ball in play, they'll start picking up hits. So I know I just need to attack it the same way, like I'm facing the best hitter every single time.
Your fastball velocity, as we said earlier, it's reached 94. What is the work with your mechanics that's gone into topping that velocity out like that?
Yeah, and I'm trying to be as efficient as I can. Like no extra movements, nothing that can put extra stress on my arm. The focus is to be as clean as I possibly can and have everything working like a chain where this part ends and then this part picks up. And it's just a chain all throughout my pitching, and I'm trying not to put any extra force anywhere where I don't need it.
Okay. I'm going to give you a few time frames for goals, and you're just going to describe where you want to be ideally within this time frame. Within a year, where does Greyson Bell want to be?
Within a year, I want to be starting to talk with colleges, because that's when I'll be, and I want to start having official visits, and I want to be committed sometime soon within the next year.
Okay. By the end of your high school career?
End of my high school career, I want to be in the draft, and I want to be going first round.
In 10 years?
In 10 years, I want to be in the big leagues for a while, have a nice contract, and all-star game or two.
All right. Are you prepared for the work ahead of you? And especially after you're drafted, the years possibly that it'll take in the minor leagues, knowing that's going to be a little bit of a struggle?
I think so. I think I'm 100% ready, and I know that whatever work that I need to do now or in the near future is going to set me up even better for where I want to be.
Well, Greyson, I'm super excited to see where you're going to end up. I'll definitely be out to some Daniel Boone games to see you. You know, I know I got to see you last year, but you know, this season's going to be really great for you, especially as a sophomore, taking the next step up. And it's really awesome to see how far you've come and to see where you're going to be. So I appreciate you taking the time to sit down here with me at Daniel Boone. Is there anything else you want to say? Anyone else that you want to shout out for being instrumental in your journey?
My pitching coach, shout out Joe Moore, thank you so much. Shout out my parents, shout out high school coaches, just shout out national coaches, just everyone that's helped me and been a part of getting to where I am today and where I want to be in the future. Thank you so much. I couldn't do it without you guys.
This is Greyson Bell, the class of 2028 Southpaw. Remember the name, and I am Adam Cook. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon, and we'll see you next time.